ich werde ihn mal fragen. Okay, super. Mhm. Super. Okay. Achso, dass du weißt, der Text ist nicht da. Okay, also das ist, ne? Der OB ist jetzt nicht so mit Entzündungswerten belastet, irgendwie, ne? Bakterien oder so. Von daher, also das Urinet ist nicht in Ordnung, aber hat nichts mit dir früher zu tun. Ja.
English.
Hi. Last time I came and saw you, I had to try and get an x-ray and all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've given up now. I had to email my consulate and my embassy. You can read English, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so immediate assistance required because I've been told this whole time I didn't have my passport, I didn't have my ID. St. Augustine police stated to give it back to me on 2nd of August 2019. I would have left. Mm-hmm. What happened was the noise police, I was sat in Stromp near Meerbush. Mm-hmm. They basically beat the living hell out of me, put me in a cell, stole my bank casa card. So, I mean, you can read that, 1 terabyte. This got nothing to do with, I was just sat down, someone urinated on my clothes. Next thing I know, they're beating the crap out of me. So I had to call my embassy whilst I was in there because they put me in a room with no oxygen. And whilst I'm in that room, they were going through all my technology, my phone, my laptop, and they were basically stole everything. So I need my medicaments, but the British government's now stating, no, the German government said you got your passports back on August 2nd, 2019. I could have been gone 3 years ago. So now I've told them how desperate my situation is with all the death threats. They're now trying to get my passports back, and I need my medication. But like I shouldn't have even been on any of these medication. Like I should have been gone a long time ago. I had no idea this was going on.
The X-ray. What can I do for you now?
Okay, so I need to see the doctor to get the medicaments because you know those Oberweisungen?
Yeah.
No one will accept them. Now I don't know if it's got to do with this political thing or what, but I've been 15 places and no one will accept it. So I've given up.
But you have
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, brother. Right? I've been to like 15 hospitals. I went to 360 neurology and he actually said, don't come back to my building. The same guy who wrote the original report. So I can't do anything with them. All my Oberweisungen are in my bag. I can't use them. This guy.
Can you not talk?
No, but if you have an insurance, then
brother, I've even been to St. Anna's hospital in Duisburg. I've been to about 15 different hospitals, and they all say no, get out, and threaten to call security. And then it's funny that a couple of days later, this is all to do with the police, right? Because they're the ones beating on me. So as soon as they realize it's the police, they're like, get out my office. So that's the reason why. I can do no more than take your Oberweisung. If they say no, what am I going to do?
I'm not even sure that they are allowed to say.
They're not allowed to do that. But the thing is, it becomes violent and I have no choice but to leave. So that's why you look at that, that's been 9 months. This should have been fixed. My ankle, my nose, I shouldn't be having any of these medicaments. But now that I found out they've had my passports for 3 years and I didn't know, and it was the British consulate in Düsseldorf said, hold on a second, what's been going on? So I had to list all the crimes that have been against me, and I said it would take 1 month for me to list it all. She said, list the main ones, and now they're investigating everything.
No, that's good already.
No, but I've been taking a freaking beating.
No, of course. That's not good. Okay, we need to see.
Can you check to see the first time I came to see this doctor, what the very first date was?
Let me see.
And I probably need to make one termine early next month, but is it possible to get a printout of my medical reports again? Because they stole everything. They went through my backpack. They even stole my wallet, for God's sake. But if I take an Oberweisung, either to a hand clergy, a foot clergy, or a hospital, they have to accept it, no?
I think so. I mean, especially, if they're getting paid.
I came back to you 3 times.
Well, wait, let me see. Very first time he came to us was in 2017.
Okay, so he knows my whole history then.
What I can do, I can print out your thing, you know.
Do I have to see the doctor to get medication, or what do I do?
I'm gonna see now. Yeah, I think so.
Because after what happened, I'll be honest with you, the police drove past when I came in here. It makes me nervous now, right? They just pulled me out of a park for doing nothing.
I understand that, of course. Yeah, if you take a seat, then I'm gonna ask the doctor.
You can scan that. You can scan this email if you want. Yeah. This is, and it also has the name of the person at the British consulate who's dealing with this.
Okay, that's good. If you just take a seat, then I'm gonna see what.